paid program. Views expressed on this program are not necessarily those of CBS Radio, its sponsors, or affiliates.
Welcome to the Hardcore Mortgage Real Estate Business Show, brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding. I'm your host, Harvey Fried. Alongside me, our panel, our co-host, Harry Glanz, Alex Nafusi. Good morning, gentlemen.
Morning, guys. What's up?
Harv, good morning. You know what today's date is, don't you, brother?
I finally got it, Harry. May 31st, 2014.
God, you're right on the money this morning.
Sort of paid attention when I wrote it down last night. Hey, we take your calls here. 1 hour's worth of mortgage and real estate talk. Want to hear from you this morning at 248-539-9797. Also, for your private calls, you can always call Capital Mortgage, 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. You want to get that approval letter in hand. We're going to be talking about purchasing, refinancing, and a whole lot more.
So great story, right, guys? I got to start like this.
I love stories.
So home values, right? So home values, we know they're going up. We know that it's a seller's market in southeastern Michigan and a lot of parts around the country. So house goes on the market for, let's just say, and I'm going to make up the value because I don't want people to get mad at me if they're listening. So it's a real story, but the house goes on the market for $250,000, right?
Good number.
So there's a bidding war on the house. So the final, out of 3 finalists that are bidding on this property, the house gets bid up to $275,000, so $25,000 over asking price, right?
Okay, good.
Okay, so cool. So the person gets it. They're all happy with it. We do the appraisal, and what does the appraisal come in at?
$250,000?
$250,000. So get a call from the borrower. The borrower says, hey, I'm overpaying for the house. No.
Not necessarily.
You're
right.
not over. I said, first of all, the house is a great house. It's in a beautiful location. The appraisal came in at the original listed price. You wanted the house. You got in a bidding war. You paid $275,000 for the house. What are you calling us up for and saying, hey, the house isn't worth it? No, the house is worth it. It's worth what you paid for. Now what are we going to do?
Well, they can go back and negotiate with the sellers if they want.
And they probably did, and they got a little bit off, but still. So they think that they overpaid for the house.
It's funny.
It's amazing.
I was sitting on my deck last night, and I was talking to Stacy. What are you guys talking about the show tomorrow morning? And we're looking at houses, and we're doing all this thing. And, there's different codes that come up when you're looking at houses, and there's this one that's
code.
Code UWTH, unconditionally withdrawn, which means that it's unconditionally withdrawn, which means that probably they did an appraisal and it didn't appraise out. And Harry, to your point, that guys, if you're going to build up I don't know, I can't think of the word. If you're going to build up I can't think of the word. I'm lost. Like a value, and you're going to build it up and say, hey, we're gonna get a bidding war, and it's $250,000 and then $255,000 and then $275,000. Guys, if you get it for $275,000 and you got that purchase agreement in your pocket and it doesn't appraise out, don't be mad at us about it. I'm doing everything I can for you. Like, listen, I want you guys to get this house.
Well, as we've talked about
you can't make values out of thin air.
Exactly. And again, like we talked about, and we're going to see this throughout the year until all the comparable sales. Again, right. That guy down the street that overbids the house and does pay over, good, that'll start driving the values up where the comparable sales will be there. It doesn't mean anything really other than you don't have to bring the difference to the closing because there'll be comparable sales and the appraised values will come.
But it also means you got what you wanted. Okay, you got what you wanted. You're going to live there. You're going to be in a nice house with your family. You wanted to be in that area. And listen, I don't want to spend anybody else's money, but $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 more over a 30-year period of time, guess what? It's a quality of life issue.
Guys,
that's what we talk about all the time.
When the house comes in low, everyone's Jay-Z and Beyonce until it comes time to write that check.
Right.
I mean, and if you're going to overbid on a house, that's cool. It's quality of life. I got your back. I'm with you. I mean, trust me. I waste more money than you could possibly imagine. But when it comes down to writing that check to buy that house, if you're overbuying for it, it is what it is.
At today's low interest rates, and we talk about this, just to throw a number out there, if you borrow $10,000 at 4.5%, you're looking at $50.70. So, $20,000 more out of pocket. It's $100 more. Again, it's a lifestyle choice. What other amenities are in the house? Does that house have an unbelievable kitchen that's been redone recently? There's a lot of reasons why you have the value there, actually, but it won't show up necessarily on an appraisal.
Okay, but also, I say quality of life issue. What if it's in a school district you want to be in?
There you go.
Okay, what if it's in a neighborhood that you want to be in?
What if it's got sidewalks and, like you said, the amenities you're looking for?
What if it's in, the municipality, easy for me to say this morning, that you want to be in, that you're going to stay there for a long time? I mean, you can't really put a value on that. Sure, nobody wants to overpay for a house, But guess what? 2.5 years ago, sitting in these very chairs that we're sitting in on this very station, what were we talking about? Bank-owned properties, foreclosures, short sales. It's not that way anymore. The market has swung, but like you said, Harvey, rates are still at 1960s lows.
Right. It'll make up the difference if you're sort of forced to overpay on something you really want. 248-539-9797. It's 9:05. And we've taken all your calls here this morning on the Hardcore Mortgage Show. Again, as we were talking to start the show off, home prices have remained on the upswing across the country. Of course, a most recent article on CNN discusses a 10.3% rise in the first 3 months, first quarter of this year. That's an index that was reported over the 20 of the largest housing markets. Again, it's all regional. What's going on in our backyard? A little bit different across the country because actually the Midwest and the Northeast have values increase in the first quarter where the West Coast and some of the South areas have not. So there's always regional things going on. Find the house you want, get as much knowledge as you can behind yourself, and make the whole experience really pleasurable. And that's the whole thing, is to make it a great experience. 248-539-9797.
It's supposed to be a good thing. And I think... unfortunately, now it's become so competitive that a lot of times that it's not enjoyable, for our clients. And we try to make it as smooth and easy and hassle-free as we possibly can. But I think you get in a bidding market situation, and it's like, well, we have a cash offer. If we can't close in 2 days, we have a cash offer behind you, guys. I promise you, if you don't close Tuesday and you close Wednesday, it's no big deal.
It's all going to work out.
Everything's going to be fine. Like, people get so listen, $1 Million Listing, the TV show, and I hope this station doesn't. It's not a
sponsor.
I hope
I watch the show.
I hope they don't own that. No,
HGTV. No, we're okay,
guys. It's a farce. That's not real. That's not a real thing. That's a staged. It's a scripted reality show. That's not a real thing, guys. Everyone. It's like I said.
You're flamboyant enough, Alex. I'm going to get you a gig on that. Put your application in.
I will come across this table right now, flamboyant, bro. Guys, everyone, just be nice. It'll all work out, guys. We're all on the same team. I want to get you in a house. I want your clients to sell the house. Just be nice.
Be nice. The lack of inventory definitely is what we're focusing on here in Southeast Michigan. It's been the theme for the last couple of years here.
It's like Dalton said.
Nice. Many recent signs have appeared low, Harry, recently. As you check it out, again, the weather's been getting a little bit better. Interesting, though. I mean, a lot to do with homes. And, again, we always want you to protect yourself, due diligence. Don't lose your focus. Again, you're buying a house. You might overbid on the house. That's okay. Don't start doing crazy things. Even though you might waive your your inspection clause and things like that, you can do a home inspection still. Ever. You can still do a home inspection. So a little reminder out there to do the right thing. And again, with all this rain we had recently, boy, that's an eye-opener. Yeah, find out if some water has been doing some damage on the house, things of that nature.
Yeah, there are many things I would never waive, but two of the most specific things I would never waive is I would never waive a home inspection, and I would never give approval to put a non-refundable deposit down in case something happens.
Right.
Okay.
Unless it's really, really small. And then they never are. And they never are.
$100 earnest money deposit.
Give us $500.
Okay, seriously, you don't waive the right to an inspection, and you never give a non-refundable deposit.
248-539-9797. We're going to fill your ears with a lot of information. Again, purchasing a house, refinancing a house. Wanted to thank at our office Tim Moore, who went out of his way to grab a couple extra articles for us that helped me out last night. Good job, Tim. And again, we have a full staff at the office at 1-800-LOW-RATE today. And you can send us an email to mortgage.show@lowrateonline.com. That's pretty easy. Isn't it? Mortgage.show@lowrateonline.com. Not too hard. Give us a call and we'll hook you up with that approval letter you need. Lots going on out there in the mortgage world. Again, as we want to talk about refinancing, the HARP loans have been extended through 2015. We still focus and find out that many families haven't taken advantage of this. Again, if you're out there and you might be underwater, you might even have a second mortgage and a combination of those two loans, make it where as if you're underwater. You're still able to refinance your transaction. Call Capital, get all the details on it. It's been amazing over the last 4 or 5 years. We see where people have really taken control of their mortgage. Everyone seemed like they were out of control. Yeah, you go back to 2007. You owed a ton on your house. You're upside down. Now families have taken those 30-year mortgages, dropped them in a 15-year fix. The principal that they're paying off every month is getting them that equity position they're looking for.
I think one of the cool things that you and I have talked about for years and years, Harvey, is that when you shorten the term on your mortgage, that's when you really start seeing the savings. And the whole point of a mortgage is to pay it off. And if you go from 5.5 to 4.25 and you save $200 a month, please, like, guys, don't buy the four-wheeler. Don't go and get, the super awesome next car. Keep paying that extra principal towards your payment and pay it off. Pay your mortgage off. I mean, there are a couple things that that I've ran for clients recently that they're saving $250,000. I mean, they're going from 20 years to 10 years, and you're saving 120 payments times $2,000.
Yeah, you were definitely in a unique time right now. History's dictating these rates are not going to stay this low forever. There are a lot of options. Paying off your loan or lessening the term is definitely one of them.
We come back. More options. 248-539-9797.
There are big dreams.
I dreamed I was flying.
Then there's Powerball.
In my own private jumbo jet.
Dream even bigger.
Saturday's Powerball jackpot is $173 million. Get your ticket today. Save time and money at Southgate Ford. Southgate Ford's offering tremendous 2014 model sign and drive lease deals. No money down, no first month or security payment required. Now through May 31st, qualified customers can lease a 2014 Ford Fusion for only $201 a month plus tax, or a 2014 Ford Escape for just $216 a month plus tax. These leases are for 36 months and no security payment required. Just tax, title, and plates due at signing. See dealer for details. Southgate Ford never charges the hidden extras like dock fees on new, used, or lease buys, saving their customers hundreds, and you won't waste time with pushy managers. Stay dry and comfortable as you shop their huge 12-vehicle showroom. Southgate Ford can even deliver your new Ford to you. See Southgate Ford and take advantage of the tremendous 2014 model sign and drive lease deals. Shop and save time and money at Southgate Ford on Fort Street or online at southgateford.com. Spring is finally here. Is your yard everything you want it to be? Miller Landscape has the latest technology to show you how to bring your landscape to life. See exactly what you're going to get in a virtual movie before a shovel ever hits the ground. Miller Landscape does it all. Paver patios, lighting, water features, decks, plants, fire pits, and outdoor kitchens. Check out their work at getmillernow.com. If it happens outside, Miller does it. It's time to call Miller Landscape, 248-391-2889.
Hi, Harry Glantz for Capital Mortgage Funding. Rates are at historic lows, so what are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE and let our award-winning staff help you save money. Look, if you're looking to purchase a new home, refinance your existing home, and you want to save money, call 1-800-LOW-RATE and take advantage of these historic low rates. That's Capital Mortgage Funding, 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. Capital Mortgage Funding is a proud division of United Shore Financial Services and MLS number 3038, Equal Housing Lender. What are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE.
The sale that gets bigger and better. ACO Home Garden and Hardware's total inventory blowout. Save 30 to 60% on everything in the store. Plumbing, electrical, automotive, hardware, paint, everything on sale. Save on household items like cookware and bakeware. Get big discounts on all lawn and garden. And show your support for the Tigers. Discounts on all team merchandise. Search ACOHardware.com for a nearby ACO store and save 30 to 60% store-wide during the total inventory blowout sale at ACO Home Garden and Hardware.
Imagine a store that lets you get anything you wanted. An HD flat screen TV, a high-capacity, ultra-quiet washer and dryer, a complete living room set. And imagine if you didn't need a lick of credit to get it. That store simply believed in you. Imagine if they even delivered it, set it up, and serviced it at no additional cost. Well, that store exists. That's Rent-A-Center. Imagine that. No credit needed. Affordable payment plans. Delivery, setup, and service included. Imagine new possibilities at Rent-A-Center. Rental purchase transaction. See store for details.
Everything from a brand new house to a brand new business requires a notary public. Let the UPS store help make it official by notarizing your documents. For a locally owned and operated location near you, visit theupsstore.com.
Meet Miguel Cabrera and Nick Castellanos at DC Sports in Lakeside Mall, Thursday, June 5th at 7 p.m. Call 586-566-8331 or visit DetroitCitySports.com. Miggy, Triple Crown Award winner. Castellanos at one special signing, 7 p.m. Thursday, June 5th.
The hockey team that Detroiters love most. The Detroit Red Wings live here.
Welcome back to the show. We broadcast till 10 o'clock. It's the Hardcore Mortgage Real Estate Business Show brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding, 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. Of course, we always take your calls here live in the studio, 248-539-9797. Go to our first call this morning. We got on the line Vern from Redford Township. Hey, Vern.
Hey, Vern.
Hello?
Morning.
Hi. Good morning.
Good morning.
What's up? Go ahead.
I have a mortgage that I have been trying to refinance for probably 3 years now, and nobody wants to touch me because obviously my mortgage wasn't under a Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac at the time.
Okay.
And I've been trying to get my interest rate that was at 7.5, and my mortgage company did lower me to 6.6. But I've been making my payments faithfully since 2005, and I am upside down on them.
Vern, what type of loan do you have right now? Is it conventional, FHA? What's going on?
I believe it's a conventional.
And it's not backed by Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac?
Correct.
Who do you make your payment to? Who's your servicer on your loan?
HSBC.
Okay, and it's a straight 30-year fixed that you make the payment to HSBC?
Correct.
Okay, and what's the balance on your loan?
It's about 90. Let's see here. It's close to 100,000.
All right.
And let's find this out. Is the house worth about 65 to 80? Where are you at with the value of the home now?
My equalization value was set at 17.5, which was
No,
at
Vern.
34.
Yeah, forget that, Vern. What are the homes in the neighborhood selling for?
I really don't know.
Well, obviously, we like the way the city's assessing the house because your taxes are really low. That's a cool thing, right? If it really, if it was worth $100,000, obviously your tax would be up a little higher. Why don't we call the servicer on your loan? Have you made that attempt recently to call HSBC and find out?
I have.
Okay.
What did they say when you called them?
They said that they don't do refinance.
They don't do any modifications or anything at all?
I did do a modification for a couple of years, but I'm over that now.
Vern, let me do this. Let me call after the show. I'm going to give you the number to one of my buddies that's an attorney, and he can help modify that note before I can get that rate down.
Okay, thank you.
Cool. Thanks for calling, Vern.
Good enough. Again, we've run up against this, obviously, for the last few years. Anyone who went out there and got a mortgage, for example, at a credit union, I don't want to throw you under the bus that bad, but those aren't backed by Fannie and Freddie. When you were under water on those houses, there's no programs available to refinance. Now, you can hire an attorney, as you mentioned, Alex, and there's some great ones out there that'll negotiate a note modification with you.
I just think it's silly. I mean, if you she's come from Redford Township. If you're making the payment at 7.5 or 6, which is 6 5/8, you can make it at 5. I mean,
sure.
Plus, they little love. Maybe knock off a few years, get the attorney to negotiate something good for you. Again, if you tell the servicer, look, the house is underwater, $30,000 here, maybe it gives you a little bit more reason to negotiate.
Well, it is a little unusual because her servicer, if it's a straight up 30-year fixed, her servicer did sell loans into Fannie and Freddie. So, I mean, it's just it's not a 5-1, it's not a 7-1, it's not some hybrid, as we like to say, super fun Happy Meal mortgage, but it's unusual, and she's caught a little bit in it.
All right, we'll continue the calls. This morning, got Jim out there in Rochester. Good morning, Jim. Welcome to the show.
Good morning. Good morning. Got a question for you guys.
Sure.
After 20 years of marriage, my wife and I decided to call it splits, and what we did is sold the house. We had quite a bit of equity in the home, and we each walked away with a substantial amount of money. Do I have to claim that as income this year, or is there a length of, like a window of opportunity to use that money towards purchase of another home?
Yeah, I'm not a CPA. Dude, I don't play one on the radio. But however is that there's a cap, there's going to be a gain on it depending on what you bought the house for, what you sold it for, and how much money you got out of it over and above your original purchase price. So I would definitely call your accountant. And there is a time frame where you can go ahead and if you take that money and reinvest it into another property. So you're going to want to check that out.
Okay.
So the answer to your question is yes.
Or?
Yes, absolutely, a house, a primary residence.
Hey, Jim, how much did you make, bro?
Excuse me?
How much did you make off that when you guys sold the house?
We each made $30,000.
Oh, yeah.
Right, cool.
There's no tax.
You're going to be
that.
fine.
Yeah, you'll be fine. But I would definitely call your account, but you're going to be fine.
Okay, great.
Cool. Thanks, Jim.
You got it.
See you, buddy.
Thanks, guys. Have a good day.
Thanks a lot. We got Chuck out there in Canton, Michigan. Good morning, Chuck. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. I'm calling from my brother-in-law. In 2005, he thought he was getting a mortgage, but he got a home equity loan from the bank.
Okay.
He's having some financial hardship, although he makes his payment every month. Is there any programs that would help him? And he's upside down about $30,000.
What's the balance on the mortgage, sir?
It's about $80,000.
$80,000. And what's the house worth?
$50,000.
The house is in Canton, Michigan. It's worth $50,000.
No, the house is in Lincoln Park.
Oh, Lincoln Park. I'm sorry. It says you're calling from Canton. I apologize, sir.
So when he got so when he got the loan, there was a first mortgage on it. Then he took out a second mortgage in the way of a home equity loan.
No, there was no first mortgage on it.
So there's no first on it all. He just decided, he walked into a bank and said, hey, I just want a loan on the house. He thought he was getting a first, but they gave him a line of credit, like a checkbook line of credit?
Correct.
Okay.
Well,
So
it was a fixed rate.
it was.
One time taking the money, but yeah.
Okay, so he just took it one time. So it was a one-time situation.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to have to check the value, and we're going to have to check the loan. I'd like to see who he's making the payment to and everything like that, and really check it out for it.
Chuck, what do you do with the money?
I think
Oh boy, I hear the tone.
75 he remortgaged, and they gave him an extra 15, which he didn't need, and then he blew it.
Cool, man. What did he blow? What did he blow it on?
I don't know.
Me neither, Chuck. All right, man. I'll cut for the show, brother. Thanks, man.
All right,
Okay,
buddy. 248-539-9797. Take all your calls this
I
morning.
didn't blow 15 dimes, man. I mean,
Well,
seriously.
He had stuff. He had bills. He consolidated debt.
Okay, that's the first call you've ever taken or heard of where
No,
a guy
I've
had
been-
extra
I've
money and they
been
went out
doing-
and blew it?
I've been here at 9 a.m. for the last 13 years.
You know what? We do come across that call. Again, if you don't have a lien on your property, you can go get a first mortgage, a fixed rate first mortgage. Those rates are typically better than a home equity line. So be careful of what you're signing. Once again, call the professionals at Capital Mortgage, 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker.
Well, look, and I'm a big guy on taking out equity in the
You are a
house and
big guy.
paying things. I appreciate that. but home equity loans can be tricky, okay? If you're getting a fixed rate, that's fine. But, they're out there now at 2.99 and
Yeah, the teaser rates to get you started. It's
Exactly.
interest only.
So that's what it is. You have to be careful because they're based on prime. Sooner or later, they're going to start going up. It's only a temporary thing when you get one for 2.99 or 2.56 or whatever the numbers that they're throwing out there. If you get one that's fixed and it's fixed for the life of the loan, then that's fine.
Sometimes people do them because of the low closing costs on it, but at the end of the day, you can get a fixed rate at an interest rate that's very similar and be locked in for the next 8 to 30 years, whatever you want to pick. Again, 248-539-9797. We'll take all your calls. Want to give a quick shout out to all the travel sports teams out there. Harry, I know
who's
your
out there?
boys. You got your boys going out there, your 8-year-old travel team that you help coach, the West Oakland Wings.
Hey, they're getting ready to start right now. I think the first game's right now, but the second game I'll be there about 12:30.
And of course, I'm on the Michigan Impact team. I got Tyler Wyjack headed to the state semis for the boys, and I know a lot of people are headed up there towards
Is that
Saginaw.
soccer?
In soccer,
Oh, that's
it's
soccer.
unbelievable, competitive stuff.
That's soccer.
Tyler, go get him today, and a whole bunch of you guys out there.
His dad's
that are
going to be
headed.
mad at me. That's soccer, right?
Soccer's good.
Okay.
All right. We always want to talk a little bit of the local sports in here. It's about building communities and strong schools and subdivisions and all the good stuff. Be part of that. Find out what it takes to become a homeowner. Give us a call here on the show, 248-539-9797. Got James out there in Van Buren Township. Good morning, James. Welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Hey, man, what's up?
I built a house in 04 in Van Buren when the market was good, and I had an ARM at the time. The ARM market did what it did, so we rushed and got a 30-year through U.S. banks, and my mortgage is also not backed by Freddie or Fannie like the previous caller, a couple callers ago. And we're actually $37,000 upside down in the house compared to what's selling in the neighborhood. I was just wondering if I got a 6.8% interest rate, excellent credit, and nobody can help me. I mean, I want to get off this roller coaster with the interest rate
James,
and take advantage of some of these.
it's really
rates.
tough, partner. I mean, the market's coming back right now in a very good way. And, Van Buren Township it's kind of lagging a little bit behind. What's the balance on your mortgage right now?
$257.
And what do you think it's worth?
$220.
Are you positive on 220?
I'm pretty confident that it's $220 because a couple of my neighbors sold for that amount.
James,
so we've got the identical house.
It's so tough, man. What I want to do, let me cut for the show. Let's do an appraisal and just see what it comes in at. Let's give it a shot, and see what happens. I mean, I think it's worth it. I mean, the market's come back in a very, very good way. And, I'm happy to give it a shot for you, man.
All right, thank you.
You got it, man. I'll call for the show.
See, there's going to come a time right now when you say that sales are going to catch up, or values are going to catch up to sales. Here's what I'm fearing a little bit. The market is so hot right now. All right, people are going to get in, and then it's going to boom at the end of the summer, beginning of fall. It could fall off a little bit. So you're going to say to me, Harry, well, that might be a good thing because then all those values are going to be in there from the summer sales.
From the summer, yeah.
From the summer sales. I still believe that we've got a long way to go. Things are happening. Things are good right now, but I don't want to see that drop off. I would rather see, instead of spiking up as high as it's going, a little bit more consistency. So I'll be able to tell you guys later in the fall and earlier in the winter how it's going to be. But right now, I think that, we still have to wait. It's a case-by-case situation.
These are interesting times. Right now, it's
really
different.
Harry, you do your what I call reconnaissance missions, where you drive around neighborhoods and you know what's going on. You drive around Royal Oak, you drive around Berkeley, you drive around Birmingham, you drive around Bloomfield Hills. You see what's going on. There comes a point in time where the market just can't support it. You can't have people throwing houses on the market saying, like, well, let's just throw it out there. Let's just see what happens. I mean, it's got to settle down.
All right, when we come back, we're going to take your calls at 248-539-9797. We got tons of information to share for you. If you're a for sale by owner, keep it tuned.
Prepare to be extraordinary with a graduate degree from Oakland University. Earning a bachelor's degree is a great accomplishment, but it doesn't have to be the final step in your education. There are countless advantages to having a graduate education, including great new career possibilities and higher pay. At Oakland University, you can choose from more than 120 master's, doctorate, and certificate programs. Find the one that's right for you. Make plans to attend OU's Graduate Open House. It's on Wednesday, June 4th from 5 to 7 p.m. in the Oakland Center banquet rooms right on OU's campus. Helpful staff will provide information on admissions, financial aid, and payment options. Got questions? This is where you'll get them answered. Reservations are encouraged, so visit oakland.edu/grad. Reserve a spot today at the Oakland University Graduate Open House, Wednesday, June 4th from 5 to 7 p.m. Don't settle. Prepare for the extraordinary today with a graduate degree from Oakland University.
We started our company with just an idea. We didn't have funding. We didn't have an office. We didn't even have a real phone. We had my cell phone. The first 3 years, we didn't take a salary. We just worked. We worked our tails off. We put our lives into this company. And I'm proud to say our passion, our commitment have gotten us to where we are today. And we've reached the point where we need more than just a loan to help us keep growing. We need a bank that knows how to get us to the next level. And at this stage, I expect my banker to help increase the value of our business, not just his commission.
When it's time, come to Comerica and discover why we're the leading bank for business. To learn more, schedule an appointment with a Comerica Business Banking Advisor and raise your expectations of what a bank can be. Comerica Bank, member FDIC, equal opportunity lender based on commercial and industrial loans as a percentage of total assets. Data provided by Thomson Reuters Bank Insight, December 2013.
There's a lot of bull from some companies wanting you to pay around $20 a pill to boost your sexual performance. $20 a pill? That's just bullshit. Because you can turbo boost your sexual performance for, wait for it, $0 a pill. Not only that, this same pill also enhances muscle growth and provides miraculous benefits for your heart health, blood pressure, energy levels, even your immune system. That's because we're offering today's listeners a free bottle of these peak nitric oxide super pills. For your free bottle, call 1-800-900-7176. We'll even send free test strips proving every pill works. In a Nobel Prize, yes, a Nobel Prize winning discovery, nitric oxide was found to boost your sexual performance, plus a whole host of other reinvigorating, age-defying healthy benefits. Discover how to get your free bottle of peak nitric oxide and free test strips at 1-800-900-7176. No more bedroom disappointment. No outrageous pill prices. No bullshit. Call 1-800-900-7176. 1-800-900-7176.
Detroit's best sports fans deserve the highest-rated air duct cleaner in town. Call Amnesty for upfront pricing and a 100% satisfaction appointment. Visit cleanmyductwork.com.
Spas, hot tub, swim spas. Save thousands at the Hot Tub and Swim Spa sale now. Millions of dollars in inventory must be sold. Brand new hot tub slashed. See the amazing Michael Phelps Swim Spa. Free admission at the Suburban Collection Showplace in Nova. Call 1-800-SPA-SALE. That's 1-800-SPA-SALE.
Sports news all day, every day. This is 97.1 The Ticket.
Brought to you by Meyer. Tiger 6, Mariners 3, Martinez, Cabrera, both with home runs, as did Rajay Davis. Thank you for that, Alex. JV allowing 3 runs in 5 hits, struck out 7, walked in 1 on 7 2/3. He gets to win. Jabba Chamberlain, second save of the year. Drew Smyly tonight, 2 and 3. his record right here on 97 The Ticket. First pitch at 10:10. The broadcast begins at 9:45. Blackhawks extend the Kings series to 7 games with a 4-3 win in Game 6 at L.A. Miami Heat eliminates the Indiana Pacers in Game 6, 117-92. NBA cancels its hearing to consider Donald Sterling's ownership of the Clippers. The team will be sold to Microsoft former CEO Steve Ballmer. From the 1-800-CALL SAM Studios, I'm Jeff Lesson. For more, 971theticket.com.
Winners and losers are welcome here.
All right, welcome back to the show. Till 10 o'clock, got the Hardcore Mortgage Show, brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding. I'm Harvey Fried, Alex Nafusi, Harry Glantz, giving you as much information we possibly can about refinancing and purchasing a home. Here's something you need to do. Call Capital, 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage bank. You get yourself one of those approval letters. Yeah, that's what you need to make an offer. And it's
You mean like a real approval
It's
letter?
a real. There's no pre-quals anymore. Again, there's bidding wars going out there, folks. If your agent's not even asking you for this approval letter, you're probably wasting your time because of all the competitive bids coming on in the houses. You got to be prepared. And you got to be prepared in case you are in a bidding war and understand how it all works in case you're forced to consider maybe bidding on a house because you really want that house. And after driving around, and we get this from many buyers out there, after driving around and making many offers, you get discouraged. So put some tools in your toolbox that are going to help.
I'm aware of discouragement.
Hey, I drove the entire metropolitan Detroit area last weekend. I'm letting you know that, Alex. I just don't go in 2 or 3 neighborhoods. The entire metropolitan Detroit area.
Look on
Yes,
here.
I did.
Refinance your home. It's going to save you money.
Boston Edison?
Yes, I did.
Oh, did you?
Did you
That's
really?
right. You
I
did the tour.
I did. I went everywhere. I actually took my wife. We went on a tour.
You did the Detroit tour. You were down in
5 hours in the car.
Beautiful.
It was beautiful. It's great.
Guys, I love my wife. She can buy whatever she wants. I'm telling you, man, there is some of the stuff on the market right now. I feel like people just...
Their gambling losses are now they're trying to recoup them in the sale of the house.
I mean, we'll be on our third house. If the house were, and I'm not going to throw numbers out there, but if the third house we're looking to buy has the same kitchen, those same cabinets as my first house, it's not. You just stop. Don't even list it.
You got to look past that. You got to take. When you walk into a house, you have to see what it can become, not what it is.
I understand, but like
there you go.
With what people are listing houses for right now, I don't even want to. I want someone to pack my box, my stuff for me. Like
Can I go to this call?
I don't want to move anything. Just someone pack up and move it. And I swear,
they have
I
people
want to
to
go
do
to
that.
sleep on Friday and wake up Saturday in a new house.
I can do that for you. Hey, Bill out there in Canton. Welcome to the show. Good morning.
Morning, Bill.
Good morning,
Bill,
sir.
you there?
Billy.
Bill, we're going to put...
Bill, hello.
Hey,
Hi.
Bill, how you doing, bud?
I'm doing well, thanks. Hey,
Morning, sir.
after 24 years of marriage, my wife and I have divorced.
What?
I won the house in the divorce. I owe about $108,000 on that I have to refinance,
Right.
and I owe her another $25,000, $30,000 that I need to pay her in cash in the next 40 days. So I need to get the money out of it.
Right.
The house appraised back in January for $160,000, but it's been on the market for $150,000 for about the last 6 weeks, and nobody is interested in buying it.
Well, so
What can I do?
are you looking to refinance the house or to sell the house?
I think I'd like to refinance it because I'd like to repair it. Once it gets cleaned out, I'd like to clean it up and try and live in it and eventually resell it. But
Bill-
right now, I'd like to keep it.
Bill, let's do this, sir. Let's do an appraisal on it. We can go to 80% of the appraised value. We can take some cash out. We can pay your ex-wife off.
Yeah, but
and
he's got to
we
take
can
the
move
house off
forward.
the market. The house has to come off the market.
It has to come off the market.
Yes, sir,
Absolutely
it
has
does.
to pay off the market because you can't sell it and live in it. It's got to come
Okay.
off the market. So you have to go ahead and you have to call the realtor up and say, hey, I'm staying in the house because I'm going to keep it and I'm going to take the cash out of it to pay off my ex-wife. All right, and if that's in the divorce judgment, which it is. It sounds like it is. That's something that
Yes, it is.
And what's the time frame that they're allowing you to do it?
I've only got like 40 days.
Well, we might have to get an extension on that for
Bill,
you.
let me call after the show. There's a lot of action there. Let me call after the show and we'll take care of you, man.
Okay.
Cool. No worries, man. I'll call you in like 20 minutes.
Yeah,
Okay. Thanks very much.
All right, again, we were
I'm
thinking...
trying to keep like a nice little Nerf toss. I want to get like,
Well, we're gonna have to,
like listing guidelines.
We're going to have to take a look at that. I want to take a look at that document. They're a little bit There's more moving parts in that transaction that, meets the eye.
Right. You just can't pull cash out of a house that you just had recently listed.
Correct.
So there are some restrictions on there and some guidelines we'll have to check out for you. On the other hand, maybe if a divorce judgment states this,
exactly,
that potentially there might be something we can
and
get
how
done.
fresh is it? I mean, did it just happen? Did it happen 6 months ago? I mean, we're just going to have to take a look at the whole thing.
Absolutely. 248-539-9797. All of your calls. We got lots to share with you. As I mentioned, before we go to our next call, Alan, FISBO's out there. If you're selling your house for sale by owner, then God bless you. Get your ducks in a row, though. Understand the documentation you're going to need. And more importantly, there's a lot of things that a mortgage bank can help you with. I was thinking about it last night. And again, a lot of the families may not qualify to purchase a new house. So one of the first things we wanted to throw out there as a reminder is it's easy to sell a house. But again, make sure that if you're thinking about getting a mortgage moving forward, that you're all set. And that's one of the things that we do. So we can set you up with all the paperwork to sell your house and also make sure that you have a real approval letter in your hand. So when that day comes that you need a new mortgage, you're ready to move.
All right. So I'm not against selling the house by owner, but there are professionals out there that do that for a living. My opinion is, unless you do it for a living, how do you know that when you list it, you're trying to save that 6% or anywhere from 5 to 7%? How do you know that a professional can't list it for a lot higher and recoup that money anyway?
Absolutely.
So
then
you just have to
do the work.
determine what your bottom line is and go from there. But the market's hot. People see houses that are they throw houses on the market. They think they're going to sell right away. It might happen. It might not happen. But there's a reason why over 90% of the houses sold are done through professionals.
Absolutely. It's a great point, Harry. Absolutely. It's a great point is that, like you said, because of the fact that they might be able to get into a bidding war situation where you even net more money and you have more professional people giving you all the updated information about what's selling in your subdivision. There's not necessarily a shortcut there. You can try it, but it might benefit you not to go that route.
People do it because they think they want to save money or they're going to save money that way. But in this market, you might be costing yourself some money.
And you might not even understand the difference between someone who walks in with a pre-qual letter, they're not officially approved. Now you have strangers showing up at your house.
Do you really want that? You want some random cat walking through your house?
Listen, to me, it takes an exceptional situation where I'm going to sell my house by myself.
No, there's a lot of information, showings, approval letters. There's a lot you need to understand. And again, you don't want strangers just walking your house. We can give you some great advice on how to set up the showings of your house. Again, do them all in one day. Make sure you have your approval letters up front. Lots of more information to share with you. So give us a call here, 248-539-9797. Let me try Alan out there in Dearborn Heights. Good morning, Al. You're live on the ticket.
Hey, how you guys doing?
What's up, man?
Morning, Alan.
All right, so I got a question. I love my wife. She was a loan officer before the whole restructure of the old...
Before licensing.
What's that?
Before licensing.
Before licensing, right?
No.
That's okay.
I'm not sure what company she worked for. But so any type of questions I ask her, she thinks she knows it all. But the question I have is, I have my primary residence right now. I have an 80/20 on it. I'm underwater. I tried to get pre-approved, a pre-approval letter and everything, but my DTI came back not good enough. So I'm hoping next year I'll be able to qualify. I also have a rental property. I'm just wondering if I do either one, pay off my 20 and refinance the 80 and maybe refinance my rental property. I mean, is that going to affect my chances for a pre-approval next year?
Yeah, I mean, Alan, first of all, it doesn't matter if your wife's a loan officer or not. Your wife, she knows everything anyway. It doesn't matter. My wife's a doctor, and there's some days I can't get a word in edgewise, and I'm just stupid. It doesn't even matter. But so, are you trying to buy? You're trying to buy a new house right now?
Yeah, I'm underwater in my primary, so I got to rent it out. But I want to be able to make it, able to be rented out once that time comes.
Okay, so your primary now is rented out.
No, my primary I live in.
You live in right now, and you have a rental property.
Yeah.
So there's two more. There's three mortgages. The 80/20, and there's a third mortgage also. Correct, sir?
Yes.
Yes, my primary has an 80/20, and then I have a different rental.
What are the combined balances on the three of those?
About 110, about 160, 170.
And how much are you trying to buy the new house for, sir?
Around 200.
200. So you're looking at 160, so 360. I mean, you got to be pulling in to finance 360. If you have no other debt, you got to be making
about 100 plus,
120. You make that much a year?
Yeah.
Okay.
But the thing is, last year I made about 70, This year I made about 115, 120, but I'm commissioned to average up 2 years.
That's okay. Right. I'm with you, man.
Yep.
And let me do this, sir.
So next year, my average will be a lot better.
You got it, partner. Let me do this, brother. Let me call after the show. Let's pull together your 2012 and 2013 tax returns for me. I'll call you after the show, and we'll see what we can pull together for you, man.
Okay.
But there's definitely a possibility there, man. We'll figure it out.
But if I do refinance, could it affect a new mortgage, a third mortgage, or fourth, whatever?
Well, if you refinance, your debt to income is going to go down. So we're going to lower the rate on that. So, yeah, I mean, that'd be a good thing. So, ideally, we would refinance your primary now, and then we could pre-approve you for a new mortgage down the road.
Okay.
Cool?
Sounds good.
You got it. Thanks, Alan.
All right,
See you,
it's
brother.
all doable. 248-539-9797. Find out what your numbers look like by giving the professionals a call. Call Capital 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker.
I love him throwing out those industry terms because he lives with a loan officer, right?
Yeah.
So DTI, LTV.
Yeah, he had them all. And my favorite one's the 80-20 when your wife comes to you and says, hey, don't worry about it, honey. We'll just go zero down.
Hey, I'm hoping that his wife didn't get him into the 80-20.
Well, yeah, and instead of going FHA on the 80, on the
I
zero
can only
down.
imagine where she worked.
Yeah, she didn't do FHA loan. She took the wrong loan and stand in line with all the others.
Try to live with a psychologist. There's some words she's like, I'm like, I don't know what you're saying, babe. Whatever
right.
you're saying I'm being right now, I even know what that means.
Maybe that guy needs my wife's service.
When we come back, all your calls, 248-539-9797.
Enjoy the delicious, crisp taste of Diet Coke with no calories. It's the perfect refreshing boost any time of day. Go to your local convenience store and grab some Diet Coke today. And check out their new look featured on their newly designed packages. The same great taste you love, but with a brand new look. Diet Coke.
Your home is at the heart of the American dream. And now, the dream is back. In the past year, home values across Southeast Michigan have risen over 40%. And so has your home equity. At Michigan Schools and Government Credit Union, we're celebrating the rising equity you have in your home with the Dream is Back Home Equity event. Right now, you can get a home equity line of credit with a rate as low as prime. And for a limited time, even earn cash incentives up to $500. So now you can take that dream vacation, build that beautiful kitchen, fund that college tuition, whatever part of the American dream you've been dreaming of. The Dream is Back Home Equity event at Michigan Schools and Government Credit Union. Joining us is easy if you or a family member attended school in Southeast Michigan. Call 866-674-2848. Or you can apply online at msgcu.org/thedream. Michigan Schools and Government Credit Union. Federally insured by NCUA Equal Housing Lender.
I'm back with Gus from Motor City Harley-Davidson. Gus, what's happening over at Motor City Harley this month?
We've been rocking, and for the first time, you can finance any new Harley-Davidson on the employee payment program. Now, through the end of the month, only at Motor City Harley-Davidson, you can finance any new Harley on the employee payment program. This program's never been offered before and only available now through the end of the month.
And what about trade-ins?
As usual, we'll take all trade-ins. Bikes, cars, trucks, boats, snowmobiles, tractors. You get the picture.
What else is going on over at Motor City Harley?
We have all the latest riding gear available, a full selection of parts and accessories, and an award-winning service department.
Very cool. Where can people find you?
Motor City Harley is located on Grand River, just east of Drake, or at MotorCityHarley.com.
All right, so make sure you stop over at Motor City Harley and take advantage of the never-before-offered employee payment program now through the end of the month. Only at Motor City Harley. A Detroit original. Employee payment program is an exclusive to Motor City Harley-Davidson. All deals with approved credit. See dealer for details.
So we're all human, and people that have a certain health condition worry that they can't get good life insurance at a good price. I'm Trudy Lum. I'm a SelectQuote life insurance agent. I get a lot of people calling who are in less than perfect health. They worry they're not going to be able to get a good price on their life insurance. They might be a little overweight. They might have diabetes. They might have sleep apnea. I want to help match them with the companies that will give them the most favorable rate. A 45-year-old man with controlled type 2 diabetes got a 10-year, $400,000 policy for under $49 a month. If you feel like you're in less than perfect health, call SelectQuote. We'll do the shopping for you. Let's get started.
Call 1-800-300-3165 or go to SelectQuote.com. That's 1-800-300-3165. 1-800-300-3165. SelectQuote. We shop, you save. Get full details on the example policies at SelectQuote.com/commercials. Your price could vary depending on your health, issuing company, and other factors. Not available in all states.
Imagine a world where pocket Ticket protectors are considered cool.
Talk about your chick magnets.
Where women admire brains over brawn.
That's the most romantic thing anyone's ever said to me that I didn't understand.
Where The Big Bang Theory is on 5 nights a week.
Bazinga!
And that's pretty damn cool. The Big Bang Theory, 5 nights a week.
Watch weeknights at 7 and 10 on CW50.
With a Sam's Club membership, you get incredible savings every time you shop. For a limited time, Sam's Club members get a savings book with more than $3,500 in extra savings. Right now, you'll find fantastic deals on value-sized packs of Simply Lemonade, Italian Rose Fresh Salsa, Dixie Paper Plates, and more, all at members-only prices. Come into Sam's Club to get your savings book with more than $3,500 in extra savings. Join and save. Sam's Club. Life is better when you're in the club. See Club for details.
The Lady Jane's Celebrity Softball Game, featuring more than 30 Detroit Lions, is June 7th at Ford Woods Park in Dearborn. Check out Team Tulloch and the Lions defense versus Team Raiola and the offensive players. It kicks off with a home run derby at 2 p.m. Tickets are just $10 and $25. Or a Lady Jane's Fan Zone VIP ticket that includes Lions meet and greet. Proceeds benefit the Stephen Tulloch Foundation and Operation 55. Get tickets now at 971theticket.com.
The National Football League. One more reason when you think of sports, you think of Detroit's #1 sports station. 97.1 The Ticket.
Welcome back to the show again. We're in our last segment. Come and join us, 248-539-9797. It's the Hardcore Mortgage Show in our 14th season here live on The Ticket. Also, you can call Capital Mortgage all day long at 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. And send us those emails, mortgage.show@lowrateonline.com. We always return all emails and calls. And again, the key is to get organized on your transaction. I actually wrote a little bit down about that. Always a great reminder for families out there. If you're looking at getting a mortgage, get clean. Find out what documents are needed and how you got to keep your bank statements clean. Those assets, it's all about the assets and the documentation nowadays. Avoid funding issues. Avoid any delays in your transaction by dealing with the experts up front. One of the popular things that families say is, when we say to them, no, you can't do that. They're like, well, why do you guys care where we got the money from? Let me alert you that they do care nowadays. And all you got to do is make the phone call. And we'll show you how to do it the right way.
We need to track every transaction. So when you enter into a mortgage application or you enter into a sale purchase transaction, don't go out and buy a new car, lease a new car, run up your credit card bill, start buying things. Wait till after the closing to buy the washer and dryer and order the blinds and carpet. Wait for that, okay? Just wait. We have to track all your transactions.
Really being upfront with your mortgage professional is the key to a smooth transaction, and that's what it's all about. Find out more, 248-539-9797. We're going to go to Michael. You've got a question. This is interesting. We've got two questions, Michael, about structural engineers. What's going on over there?
Hey, Harvey, this is Michael. I've had a mortgage due 14 years ago.
Oh. Okay.
My neighbors are retired, and they're looking to refinance their home, and the chimney had a little bit of damage on it, just like most chimneys on 50-year-old homes. A few bricks missing at just about 2 feet above the roof line.
Right.
Mortgage company is requiring that they have a structural engineer come out and do an inspection.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the appraiser came out and noted it, but she said that there wasn't any structural. Let me grab the paperwork. Hold on.
Yeah, but here's the thing. So the appraiser came out, and the appraiser's a licensed.
Hold on. We'll wait for you, Mike. Go ahead.
A licensed appraiser, and so what an underwriter's coming back and saying, hey, look, the appraiser noted it, put it on the appraisal. We want a professional in that industry to go ahead and check it out.
Michael.
So that's why.
Mike, are you there?
Yeah, it says the appraiser it says the appraiser recommends inspection of the chimney in order to determine its structural integrity.
Michael,
That's right.
Are you selling the house?
No, it's just a refinance.
Refinance. Okay. Is it an FHA mortgage?
No.
No, it's a conventional mortgage, and the appraiser called the chimney to be.
Cited the chimney.
Boy, it must be in
really
pretty rough
nasty
shape. Something
shape.
visible.
No, not at all. There was a piece of a part of the brick missing? I mean, like I said, most chimneys have little pieces of brick missing after 50 years.
Yeah, I understand, but there had to be some kind of what they're worried about. Maybe there was a shift, okay, and that's why the brick, or the facing of the brick or something fell off, or that's what they're worried about. So I understand it. I understand where you're coming from. But they're worried about a shift in it.
That's real nice, Harry. Hold on a second, Michael. You're my past client. Don't say your last name. What the heck are you doing cheating on me? Who are you? And I'm going to be calling you after the show. That'll teach you for going to another mortgage bank and getting some screwy appraiser out there. Yeah, Will.
Not at all, Harvey. I wouldn't cheat on you. I'm calling on behalf of my neighbor.
Oh, your neighbor. All right. Well, I'm going to follow up with you.
Yeah.
Here, what we can do is get you in touch with the guy.
Go ahead, Michael.
Let me just read this again. It says the appraiser recommends an inspection of the chimney in order to determine its structural integrity. But the very next statement says, are there any physical deficiencies or adverse conditions that affect the livability, soundness, or structural integrity of the property? And then it's checked no.
You know what? Go get the inspection.
But the underwriter...
Like double talk.
No, I understand what you're saying, but the underwriter read the appraisal, and this underwriter feels that there needs to be some kind of structural soundness inspection. That's really the beginning, middle, and end of it. We can sit here and argue it all we want, but once it's on the appraisal, it has to be taken care of. It has to be addressed.
It's not a lot of work. And if there is something wrong with it, you can get a guy up there, a chimney repair guy. It'll only be a couple $100 to fix it up, and then you'll be all set. Just say we fixed it up and get a letter from that guy.
They have to be licensed.
Yeah.
Okay, great, because they're actually out here repairing the chimney today.
There you go.
Awesome. There you go.
So once the chimney's repaired, we don't need the inspection? Is that
well, no, because
you got to do a final inspection. But
then we'll send somebody, or not we, then they're going to send somebody out to make sure that the repairs were done. That's what's going to happen.
We'll take care of it, brother. No worries, dude. You're fine.
I'm going to follow up with you, Mike, and tell you exactly what you need to do. 248-539-9797. Mr. Alex.
That call is the exact reason why, I don't sleep at night. Where you have, one thing where it says, check the integrity of the structure of this, and then the very next sentence says everything's fine. I mean, it's.
Do you remember the housing debacle back in 2007 that we're just getting out of now, and everyone lost all their value, and banks were,
it wasn't over chimneys, dude.
Well, people were walking away from homes that needed new roofs and were in disarray.
They were blaming lending institutions for saying, "Well, how come you didn't tell me that there was a structural defect?"
Guys, I know. I'm with you. I understand.
Hey, Joe out there in Davidson. Good morning. Welcome to the show, Joe.
Good morning. How you doing?
Good morning, sir.
Hey, just curious. We financed a 5-year ARM about 10 years ago, and with a great interest rate, just to save some money on our payment, and it's still been great. Just wondering what I should do.
Yeah, you've received the benefit of rates going down, and every year you're getting a letter in the mail saying, "Hey, my interest rate is at 3.75." So, I think It just depends on, what the balance is, how long you're going to stay in the house, what's the existing rate,
Joe, one of the cool things. Go ahead, Joe. But I was going to tell you, one of the cool things we have now is you pick your term, anywhere from 8 to 30 years. So there's a good possibility that you could reduce the term on your mortgage, maybe obtain a little bit lower interest rate. Does it make sense? We have to run the numbers for you and find out.
Yeah, but Joe, you're anticipating that rate's going to go up sooner or later, and you don't want to be caught on that merry-go-round. So you've been
That's exactly what I'm worried about.
Right.
Yeah.
So you've been the beneficiary of low rates. You've really done really well in the last 5, 6, 7 years, and now might be the time to get off that merry-go-round. So we're just going to have to take a look at some documents, all right?
Sounds great.
You got it?
Cool.
Good.
Thanks, Joe.
Thanks for the call. Let's keep things rolling here.
Go to Emil.
We got Emil out there. Hey, Emil, be quick with your call. We got a couple minutes left. Go ahead.
Hi, how you doing?
Morning,
hi, Emil.
Yeah, I had a quick question. I currently was trying to sell my house, and my realtor, we had an initial offer. The appraisal didn't meet what we were asking for the house, and so I decided that we were going to relist it again, and that was through VA. So now during the re-enlistment process, the house I uploaded sent the realtor new pictures, and she hasn't been posting my new pictures. I sent her 36 pictures, and I also sent her a new description, try to get a little bit more traffic to the house, because now we're going to try to sell the FHA or conventional.
Right.
And she hasn't been trying to contact me. She hasn't returned my phone calls in 3 days, and she hasn't posted any of the new pictures. And so finally, when I got a hold of her this previous Monday, she told me that it takes a week for the pictures to post, and so I'm to the point now where I'm ready to break this contract with her, and she denied a mutual release on the agreement.
Yeah, right.
So, and with the conditions that I have to pay her $500.
Yeah, this is a bad agent. This is a bad agent. Yeah, it's a real bad agent for a lot of reasons. It's sort of fueling my fire a little bit. First of all, the fact that you listed the house VA terms only is absolutely ridiculous. Every house should be listed with every term available. You want to bring cash, VA, FHA, conventional. That alone, she should have been fired. But again, Emil, you listen to our show. Next time, give us a phone call. We'll get you a great real estate agent. And that's what we're going to do. And we're going to follow up with your phone call after the show. And thanks a lot for the call.
Good call.
Oh, thank you.
You got it right.
What a beautiful day out, Harvey. I know we have to work this morning, but we're going to be out in the afternoon enjoying this weather.
There's a lot to do out here in Southeast Michigan. Again, we got Pat Caputo coming up with sports all day long. What do you got, Mr.
At the Farmers Market in Royal Oak, it's called Tequila Mundo.
Oh, okay. We'll see the pussy out there. All right.
Hey, be safe.
Or something.
Get down to Royal Oak. All right,
I'm calling you here for
We got Pat Caputo coming up next. He's on the on-deck circle for everyone at Capital Mortgage. Give us a call. 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. We'll see you here next Saturday.
Preceding was a paid program. Views expressed on this program are not necessarily those of CBS Radio, its sponsors, or affiliates.
Hi, Harry Glanz for Capital Mortgage Funding. Rates are at historic lows, and they're not going down to zero. So what are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE and let our award-winning staff help you save money. If you're looking to purchase a new home, refinance your existing home, and you want to save money, call 1-800-LOW-RATE and take advantage of these historic low rates. That's Capital Mortgage Funding, 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. Capital Mortgage Funding is a proud division of United Shore Financial Services and MLS number 3038, Equal Housing Lender. What are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE.
She didn't have any signs. She didn't have any symptoms.
But to be sure that it was safe for her daughter, Rachel, to play sports, Lisa took her to a 97-1 The Ticket student heart check screening.
They knew something wasn't right, and they sent her for further testing, and they took her off sports right away. Rachel has hypertrophic cardiomyopathy. She has been very mature about it. She's been able to substitute some of those activities for other things.
Find out more at 971theticket.com.
Make it a priority. You'll have peace of mind if there's nothing wrong, and if there is something wrong, you'll catch it early, and you'll be able to